Hi everyone, I'm Robin Trimingham and I'm here with Bill Storie, the founder of Olderhood.com. You're listening to Radio Olderhood, Retirement Happiness, a continuing series. So Bill, what's on your mind today?
Hi Robin, hello everybody. It's that time again, it's the weekend.
It sure is. You know, all this hot weather has given me the temptation to sit around, which I don't usually do. And it kind of made me think that we really ought to talk today about how important it is to keep moving when you get older.
You mean exercise or stuff like that?
I mean everything. I was talking to my father who lives in Canada this morning, and he was telling me that at the age of 81, he's concerned that he hasn't been walking enough, and he's not sure, from one day to the next exactly how far he walks. So I said to him, well, why don't you get a petameter? So of course I had to explain what this was, and I offered to get him one off the internet, but he loved the idea so much, he's going to rush off to the sports store tomorrow and go and pick one up for himself.
Yeah, that's a great idea. I've got a friend of mine who has one of those, and he wears it all day, and he checks the distance every night, and some days he's really excited and some days he's not so excited because he hasn't walked far enough. Watching the World Cup games from Brazil this week, they actually, I don't know if you noticed this, but they actually do a kilometre count of each player, and in a 90-minute game it is typical that a player will walk or run forwards or backwards something like maybe 8 kilometres.
You're kidding me.
8, yeah.
Really?
Yeah. So, I mean, if you think of running a 10k race, these guys are, they're not quite there, but they're close enough to doing a 10k in a 90-minute football game, soccer if you want to call it that.
Well, now you've just explained to me why I hated basketball in high school, all that running up and down. I knew it was a long way.
It's crazy. Well, I walk pretty much every morning, but I'm now started back at the gym again this week. And I'm beginning to feel, I enjoy that. I do a rowing machine and stuff like that, but I think probably you're meaning just to keep active, physically active, I guess you're talking about, yeah?
Well, the truth of the matter is, about 2 months ago, I did something really silly. I tripped over the end of the sofa and I broke my toe. And this really set me back because for quite some time I could barely stand on it, let alone walk on it. And, I have to admit, by the time it was feeling better and I could be walking and exercising, I'd spent so much time sitting down. There was a little part of me that was going, I don't know if I really want to exercise today.
Well, I must admit that, if you lived up in, I don't know, some of the cold weather places up in, northern Canada or northern Scotland for that matter, particularly in the winter months, obviously, I think it's so very, very easy to get into the habit of not doing anything, certainly outside, because why you're going to have to get all covered up and stuff like that. And then I think the converse is true, like here in Bermuda, in these months, June, July, August, where it's just so hot, that the idea of again getting up and going outside is crazy, but
So
you do it.
basically what you're saying to me is that people who live in cold climates use that as an excuse not to exercise, and people who live in hot climates use that as an excuse not to exercise.
Without a doubt.
Okay, so what do people who do who live in the Midlands?
Well, they exercise on
alternate Tuesdays?
Yeah, April the 24th.
And they're very proud of themselves.
And October the 15th every year. That's what they do.
And why October the 15th?
I don't know. I made that up.
Oh, okay.
But that's all it is. No, I think you're right though. I think I tell you one thing that I've said to people for many years. It's a real good idea.
What?
Is to go to like a sports store and buy the little, I think they call them barbells. The little thing.
The hand weights.
The hand weights. Yeah. And you don't need much. You need maybe £3, maybe £5. Okay. I don't think you need much more than that. And ideally you want to buy 2, one for each hand, and just literally sit, watch TV, and just lift them up, up, down, That's
Actually,
fantastic.
that's a really good idea. I used to have some of those, and I used to carry them walking. And of course, I started off with a small set, which I think is like 1 pound each hand. And of course, in a week and a half, they don't seem heavy enough anymore.
No, 1 pound is too small. That's what I say. If you start at 3 pounds,
Well, no, let's be fair here. Depending on your age and your physical size, like an 80-year-old might be fine starting with 1 pound. But you're 6 foot, what, 4?
no, but
You're going to
3
need
pound.
the 3 pound.
3 pound. Well, no, I mean I would probably need more, I suppose. But no, 3 pound is fine, or 5. 3 or 5. I wouldn't go much above that. And then just, I mean, you can do it for 20 minutes twice a day. Watch television. You don't have to go out. You don't have to do anything. You can just sit on the sofa, watch television, and just 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. It's fantastic. That will really give some muscle tone, and that's very, very important, I think, as we get older.
Well, that sounds like a good plan and a good place to stop. Don't forget to check out our Facebook page, www.facebook.com/olderhoodcom, and we'll talk to you again next week.
Bye.
Take care, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.